Thank you for joining Basingstoke Salvation Army for 3 things to pray today. Just take a moment to pause and to be still. Focus your scattered senses on God.
We pray for blessings, we pray for peace, comfort for family, protection while we sleep. We pray for healing, for prosperity, and we pray for your mighty hand to ease our suffering, and all the while you hear each spoken need, yet love us way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? And what if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? And what if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? When friends betray us, when darkness seems to win, we know the pain reminds this heart that this is not our home. It's not our home. What if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? And what if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? And what if my greatest disappointments or the achings of this life is the revealing of a greater thirst this world can't satisfy? And what if trials of this life, the rain, the storms, the hardest nights, are your mercies in disguise?
We pray first for willing submission. Paul, writing to the church in Rome, says, "Everyone must submit to governing authorities, for all authority comes from God, and those in positions of authority have been placed there by God." Whilst many of us bristle at having our freedoms curtailed, and we may be fed up with having to follow the ever-changing COVID guidelines, Christians should be exemplary in the way that we follow the rules, not because we fear a social media shaming, but as a matter of conscience, because it honours God. So ask Him to help you to submit to your government's regulations at this time. Willingly, completely, even joyfully. Then pray that by God's grace your whole society would submit to authority for the sake of one another. We pray the authorities are working for good. Romans 13 verse 4 says, "The authorities are God's servants, sent for your good. But if you are doing wrong, of course you should be afraid, for they have the power to punish you. They are God's servants, sent for the very purpose of punishing those who do what is wrong." Pray for your government as it seeks to work for the good of your nation. Every day there are many hard decisions with no easy answers and no guaranteed outcomes. How our leaders need God's wisdom. So, ask Him to grant it to them. We pray for limiting wrong. Let me repeat that verse from Romans chapter 13 verse 4. The authorities are God's servants, sent for your good. But if you are doing wrong, of course you should be afraid, for they have the power to punish you. They are God's servants, sent for the very purpose of punishing those who do what is wrong. Pray for the police and other authorities as they seek to enforce regulations. Ask God to help them to act in a way that is measured but effective, so that the vulnerable are protected. More broadly, pray that this would not be a time when evil is able to flourish or the weak are able to be oppressed, but that God would work through human agents to uphold justice. Thank you for joining us to pray 3 things this week. Join us again